You're live?
You're live.
Oh, great. I can't see the screen, so I have to guess. Okay. Well, welcome to another Desk of Lady Ada. We're doing this live. And tonight we're going to be taking apart and modifying this NeXT sound box. This is actually a possession of Mr. Lady Ada's. And he probably got this on eBay because he's got a little bit of a NeXT item addiction. And what he asked me to do is make it so that he can basically plug this into an iPad or iPhone or computer or whatever. So basically somehow get it to work because it's got kind of an non-standard input. It's not like it has audio input. It has like this digital NeXT computer DB19 on the back. And so I was like, yeah, I think I can do that. So I grabbed a couple stuff from the office and brought them home. One of the nice things about running an electronic manufacturing company is I've already designed all of the electronics that I would probably modify this with. And I think what I'm going to try to do is make this a USB powered and USB audio speaker. So you just plug it into your computer and it will just show up like a speaker. And that way it's powered and shows up, basically a speaker. It's really easy. You just select it from the drop down. And that way you can have your tunes come out of this lovely black NeXT box. So let's go to the desk cam and we will start to take this apart. We all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. No, just make sure. See, I can't see. I'm going blind. Okay, so this is the NeXT sound box, model number N4004, part number 1974. It was made in 1991. At least that's the copyright number. List accessories for use with NeXT listed computers model N1200 and N1000A. UL listed and then SA. I don't actually know what SA is. It's lovely, and we're going to try to take it apart. So I'm going to guess that under these rubber feet, that's kind of what we have to look for. Nope. This is often where screws and such are hidden under the rubber feet. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, this is made in the USA too. So, hold on. I don't want to rip this. Okay, so, get some screwdriver action. Not too tough. Okay. Oh, surely it just sort of comes apart. It's kind of nice. So I'll put these aside. I'll reassemble that later. Okay, so this is the front. So it's this metal part. I don't know if this is, what was the NeXT originally made out of? It was like magnesium, molybdenum. I don't think this is magnesium. I think it's just steel or like a pot metal, but it's got like a foam diffuser here, and it's been embossed basically just by being squished for so long. And this is also why I'm basically doing a USB mod and not trying to do like a Bluetooth mod. It's like, why don't you turn into a Bluetooth speaker? It's like, well, the whole thing is made out of metal, so that makes it kind of tough to have a Bluetooth receiver transmitter on the inside. Maybe this is made out of magnesium. I don't know. This is kind of light, and it's a kind of a copper-colored metal. This definitely feels like steel, though. So maybe it's steel and magnesium. I don't know. Okay, so you've got the speaker very clearly. This is the speaker part, and it's like a paper cone speaker. It says made in Korea. So that's kind of cool. And then there's also an electret microphone. Well, it's definitely got the electret microphone look to it. Speaker plugs into here, and then the microphone, oddly enough, plugs in with RCA. I don't know why. Yeah, that's kind of odd, but I guess that's how they decided to connect it. So this one uses 0.1 inch plug to 0.1 inch header. And then now we've got the actual PCB, which is in here and is held in place with the, it's the nut for the DB19. So on the back there, this DB19 has these hex nuts. So that's what's keeping this in place. Okay, it's coming along. Okay. Finish it. Okay, so this is the main board. It's two-sided. It says serial number AAU2100482. It's got a UV code. It's got a nice green solder mask. Maybe let's take a look under overhead cam. And we can look at the individual components. I'll point them out, and also I'm going to use my handy dandy iPad to look up the part numbers. So,
Isn't that weird? You're using an iPad from Apple to look up this old NeXT thing.
well, I wish I had
Still some NeXT OS stuff running.
I wish I had a NeXT pad, but I don't.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, we could maybe make one, but like portable NeXT computer.
Well, like all the Apple logos are covered up here with NeXT stickers.
Okay, so here we've got an SAA. Let's see, SAA 7323 GP. And already Google Autocomplete says DAC, so I guess this is, oh God, it doesn't look like it's made anymore. But maybe I can find a, here's a data sheet. Chip docs. Okay, so this is a stereo, oh, hold on. Let's see if this data sheet comes up. Which I've noticed NXP, like they don't, once they discontinue an item, like they delete all records of it. Okay, so this is an I2S data input bitstream DAC for digital audio systems. So this is going to take probably the audio input that's here, it comes through this DB19. Looks like it also connects over here. Probably makes its way over here. I don't, you know, these are both, yeah, these are both line, this is line out and headphone. And this is, I think, what's the back say, microphone. So this is microphone, keyboard. Yeah, for some reason, like the keyboard goes through the sound box. I guess it separates it a little bit. And then audio output. So yeah, this is I2S. So it was I2S input from here. So that's kind of nice. So it's nice and digital. And then was converted. It has a 3-stage digital filter, 16-bit resolution, TTL compatible, runs off of 5 volts. So this would take the digital input, and I guess this is the crystal for it, and it would plug it into this, which is, what is this part? This is an SC38L. I don't even know what factory this would be. SC38LG00. When Google doesn't like autocomplete, it's kind of a bad scene. I think it could be a custom chip. No, does not come up with anything. I only get like all that spam from like, oh, you know, purchase from like Precision Logic distributor. I don't know what this is. Synchronous presettable binary counter. Huh. I wonder what that would be for. I'm going to search for binary counter in that part number. I don't get any more details on it. I mean, it would be odd, but I guess maybe it's performing some function. And there's this PS 3797 also doesn't seem to have a manufacturer logo on it. Oh, now I'm in Google Maps somehow. Google. Okay. So let me look up this one, PS 3797. One of the sad things is because we don't have a working NeXT setup, it's not like we can like look at it while it's running. And this is a SOIC. No, nothing's really coming up. It's funny, it's like, you can tell, you know, Apple and NeXT have had a long history of using parts that are no longer in existence. Nope, nothing comes up for it. No, here, hold on, here's something. Multi-input wake-up. PS37, hold on, look this up. PS3797. Oh wait, I did find a data sheet maybe? It says a multi-input wake-up. I guess it manages like interrupts or something, so it knows when to wake up, I guess. This looks kind of like a, I mean, I don't want to say it's a CPLD or anything, or like, I mean, but I've noticed like programmable logic tends to come in these packages, so it could be because, you know, you can replace them. So yeah, maybe this is, you know, it only turns on the speaker when there's audio data, so maybe this is part of it, to keep the speaker off, maybe so that there's no power draw. I don't know, could be. And then there's this kind of mysterious RCA jack here as well. Don't know what that's all about. Okay, and then over here we're making our way. This is the MC14 5503.
You know, with the hovercam, I'm getting even closer.
You can get even closer?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we have it for.
Yes, okay. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, and then, yeah, that looks great.
Okay,
Yeah, that's way better.
sorry about that.
I'd even, maybe give it even a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good.
Hold on, I'm learning this stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really good.
Okay, so right, so we went through this chip, which is the I2S DAC. So I'm, you know, theorizing that some of these traces make their way over here, and then, you know, you get I2S input goes to this I2S DAC, and it just has all these passives that support it. There's a crystal. There's this, you know, binary counter or not. I mean, like, it's kind of unclear. Like, I couldn't find a data sheet, but I found references to this as a binary counter. This thing, this part was, what did I just say it was? It was a wake up. So not sure exactly what this is either, but, you know, maybe it wakes up the audio section to amplify the circuit only when data comes in, although that you'd think that the I2S DAC would maybe do that. So not sure what it's waking up exactly. Some big capacitors here, and then, sorry, the MC 145500. So this is a PCM codec filter. So now we're actually getting to it's funny, as we get closer to the speaker, it's like all these parts, well, you know, there's actually like a Motorola logo here, and then this is a Philips logo, and then this is also a Philips logo. I guess this is also a Motorola logo. It's kind of hard to see. That's what it looks like. So this is this device has performed the voice digitization and reconstruction as well as the band limiting and smoothing required for PCM systems. So yeah, I guess this takes, well, it's interesting. It does, it also, I guess it does some filtering, but the question is, why would it be over here? Although, you know, there's also this mysterious sorry, not headphone, electret mic. What does this come out to? This goes, looks like this goes over here. Oh, it doesn't actually, oh, you know what's interesting? It doesn't look like the electret microphone actually goes, that's kind of odd. Why would it go down here? Maybe it feeds in, and then LM833. Let's look up what that is. This is a general purpose op amp. And then over here, there's actually a couple more SOICs. This is a 8L05, so that's going to be a 70. Huh? No, right there. This is a 7805, and this is a 9L05, so maybe a 7905. So these are two positive and negative 5-volt regulators. And then over here, there's also two 7805 and another 7805. Interesting why there's so many 7805s. I wonder. Interesting. Also, just like gigantic passives, 1206s, kind of huge looking compared to what we usually deal with. And then TL431, took up that. This is a shunt voltage reference. So maybe this is part of the biasing circuit for the electret, because you need to have a 2.2 volt bias. I don't know exactly. Or maybe it's part of the op amp to create like a reference signal. Okay, so this is kind of all the microphone, and then looks like this speaker goes right into here. This is the TDA 7052. Look that up. All right, autocomplete a guitar amp. All right, so this is still in existence. This is a 1-watt bridge-tied load mono amplifier. So yeah, it's pins 2 and 3 are the input. So let's look where those go. Pin 2 comes over here. Okay, very meandery. Audio input. Power on pin 1, 6 is ground, 5 is output 1, so yeah, and 8 is output 2. So this is a bridge-tied load, basically a speaker driver, 1-watt speaker driver, and it runs off of 3 to 18 volts. Can do up to 1.2 watts, can do as little as 8 ohms, which actually makes me wonder what the impedance of the speaker is. Grab our handy multimeter and probe. 29, 28 ohms. So basically a 32 ohm speaker. Also kind of interesting. I wonder why they went with a 32 ohm speaker instead of a 8 ohm speaker, which would be much more common. Not sure. Okay. Well, now that we've taken it apart and looked at it, so we want to convert this into a USB audio amp. Oh, can you go to the desk cam? So you can see all these pieces. So I brought home a USB to sound converters, one of these USB plugs that takes, you plug it into your computer and it just shows up as a speaker and microphone. And this works fine. I mean, you get like audiophile quality ones, but this one works pretty well as far as I can tell. Plug it into USB and you get 3.5 millimeter headphone out, and then you can also have a microphone in if you'd like. And there's electric mics. We could wire that up if we want. And then, honestly, we could actually probably just wire the headphone out into the input of this TDA 1-watt amplifier, and it should just amplify it. So that's kind of the easiest thing we could do. And then we want to power the whole thing from a USB cable. So I got a noodle cable. So these cables are like super skinny, And the reason I got this super skinny cable is because I wanted to fit it. I didn't want to drill any holes into this enclosure. I wanted to keep it basically the same as it is. And so when I looked at it, it was like, well, there's no easy holes or slots like around that I could reuse. I didn't want to remove any of these connectors. But I thought, like, well, there's a little bit of space around here, so like, I guess I could try it now. I thought like I would just thread this through, and it's so skinny that it would, sorry, let's move this. The cable's so skinny that it would fit in between the enclosure, so like this. I mean, it's a little bit of a hack because like there's this like miniature little gap between the case and the connector, which is funny because of course like Steve Jobs now would like roll in his grave if he saw like, oh my God, there's like a 2 millimeter gap in here. I mean, like I can put a USB cable through it. It's a blessing for me, but it's funny that these days you would never see an Apple product with such a gigantic gap in it. So I thought, I'll just plug it in like this, and then like the cable coming out, and that way we get the power and data coming over one cable. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just showing this connector. Another thing that's interesting, I was thinking of getting a DB19 that would plug into this, and then I could like maybe like push in data or audio through this. But it turns out this connector, the mating connector, is incredibly rare. Okay? You can't get this connector anymore. It's like super rare, using Apple equipment only. And like I didn't want to, like actually there's a fellow who makes Apple II accessories, and like he was thinking of actually getting custom DB19s made. So yeah, that's why I didn't just make a plug that plugs into this. Okay, so get a little bit of room in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is this aside, is I don't want to cut this cable up, so I'm going to use a USB micro breakout. So this plugs in to the USB cable and gives me all the pins broken out. So I get data and power, and this way I can take the power out, power this board from it, and then also take data out and connect it to this little guy. So I'm going to put this in my handy dandy vise. And then I got some wire. So I don't think I need very long wires. I think I got plenty of room. Let's see, I'm going to, I'll use red and blue. I'm out of black wire.
This is the most exciting thing online right now, by the way. Everything else is kind of...
It probably is.
No, everything else is awful because it's political season, and it's also complaint season.
Complaint season.
And this is the most exciting thing online. Taking apart stuff from the 90s, modernizing it, and broadcasting it to the world.
Yeah. Okay, so going to grab my soldering station over here. This is my favorite part of the project, where you have like 8,000 things on your desk because you're like, well, I don't know what I'm going to need yet, so let's just put everything everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so 5 volts, and then ground. Okay, so then I want to tie this to the power lines of this amplifier, which, when I look up the data sheet again, is ground is pin 6. So do for 6. There's a ground plane as well, but I think I can just like, I'll just tack on top. So I just add a little bit of solder. Ooh, this is not soldering. Okay, a little bit of solder there. Oh, you know, probably should use silicone wires. Oh, I think this is fine for now. Okay. And then, so that's pin 6 is ground, and then pin 1 is power. Okay. So, you can just, can we go to the overhead, and I'll just show this close up. It's okay. So yeah, I just soldered on top of this chip, just so I could, I didn't have to go all the way around. So just 2 wires for power and ground. Okay. So next up we have this USB audio device, and we want to get the audio out, and I'm going to grab a little adapter. Second. Where's my audio dongles? Okay, back with my box of audio dongles. All the audio connectors it fits to print. Okay, so get this terminal breakout. I mean, later on I can like formalize this more, but plug it into the headphone. And then I want to grab the audio signal from here. Okay, well, soon we'll be playing some hot tunes. Okay, I'm going to go with the right channel. This is mono, and maybe later I'll tie the two. I'll tie the left and right together, but for now we'll just keep it simple. I love these like terminal block adapters. It's like, see how easy it is? Okay, just plug it in, ready to go. Okay, and then I have to plug this into my computer. So I will use handy dandy USB extension cord.
Okay. If you plug it in down there, I can...
Yeah, 1 second. It should automatically switch, and when you press play, you shouldn't hear anything.
Okay. I gotta make sure.
Do you know how to use iTunes? Just kidding.
Yeah, I know how to use it.
Just messing with you.
Okay. It says speakers USB, but...
Oh, you know what? I'll unplug my USB speakers.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't plug in this speaker set. Hold on. Okay, can you press play now?
Yeah, it's playing.
Okay.
It says it is.
Yeah, I'll test it with a pair of headphones real fast, just to make sure that I have audio coming out of here. Yeah, audio's coming out of here. Okay, so we have audio coming out of here, so that's good. Huh?
It wants to restart.
Don't let it install Windows 10. It's a trick.
Yeah.
It's been trying all week.
I don't really like this.
No, I don't like it either. Welcome to Windows. It's going to install like Adobe, PowerPoint, I don't know, all sorts of nonsense. Let me tighten these a little bit more. Okay, so now, in theory, I also have to plug this in. Need another USB extension cord. I have 2 though. These are so handy, especially when you're doing lots of videos and you have to plug something in, but keep it on video. So, we'll use this for power. Plug this in, and then this cable plugs into the noodle. things out of the way. Okay, so this plugs into, this is just power, and then we'll of course merge power and data. So power this up, plug in this speaker, and then pin 2 is input and pin 3 is the ground. So I'll just touch it to, oh, that's sounded pretty good. Try that again. Okay, we're jamming. Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, probably the first time it's played since 1990.
Okay, I do want to check something. Can you pause the music?
Yeah, by the way, the volume was up all the way.
Yeah.
I'll put it at 51.
Okay.
The music is paused.
So, yeah, the only thing is, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little bit of a hiss coming through here. And it's okay. I can kind of hear it. Hold on, this is, I can maybe put this close. Yeah, it's a bit of a hiss. I mean, I guess it depends. Do you care about the hiss? Do you want me to? Because I bought another amplifier in case. Because I was like, I don't know how good this one is. Do you care? Nah? Okay. So, great, easy. We will solder this on and make it easy. I did bring an amplifier in case we wanted to, because I didn't know what the amplifier. I thought maybe it was.
What happens if you put this amplifier on?
No, I mean, I brought it because I didn't know what was in it, and so I didn't know if there was a digital amplifier, because I've been doing I2S amps. So I was like, well, maybe there's no way to actually hook into the amplifier. It'll be probably less noisy because it's designed to, it has like more filtering in it. But I think this is fine. We could just do this. And it's up to you. I mean,
if it's not a big deal, we're only 30 minutes in. I mean, why not go crazy?
Yeah, I mean, another thing is I don't know what I'm back powering.
Yeah.
So basically what we could do is, this works as is, and we could just say like, okay, if it works, it works. But let's hook up the amplifier, because there might be situations where people are modifying something and they don't have access to plug into an existing amp, or maybe there is an existing amp.
Okay.
So we'll just do that, because if you said we're only 30 minutes in and we're doing pretty well here.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is unplug this noodle power cable, and I'm going to remove these wires. So yeah, I mean, like you can plug directly in, and I think it's fine, but I think it's a little noisier than it would be if you used a separate amp. This amp has ferrite beads on it. I didn't bring any ferrite beads with me, but you can hear there's a little bit of like that USB noise that comes through. So, whatever. Two options. Go with whatever option you like. So this is the PEM 8302 mono amp that we carry in the shop. It's very handy. And I grabbed one because I was like, well, I know it's a mono speaker, so I can probably use this for powering it if all else fails. But also, this is like a 3-watt. Well, I mean, it's 32 ohms, so you're not going to get that high wattage. But it's a Class D. It'll use a little less power. Okay, so like that. Actually, I want to. Then I'm going to solder in the analog inputs from this. The audio USB device. Be sure to unplug it before you start cutting wires. Make it a little shorter. And then positive goes to A+, which is the positive like audio signal, and then ground goes to negative audio signal. Another thing is, if you're worried about like, your audio in is like mixing in with some other stuff, or you know, it's back powering something, or powering something that doesn't have audio in, and I don't know how this thing works. And we don't have a NeXT box working that I can use to test it with. Okay, so. And then what's nice is we can just plug this into power. Power come in this way. Clean this up. Okay, so now we've got powered circuitry. Yay. Okay. So USB is powering the amplifier, have the audio coming in. And then we'll splice this up. We'll do that next. But let's do another check. It's always a good idea to do multiple checks. And then, you know what, I'll just recycle this. Because that's a socket and this is a socket, so I'll just use these as jumpers. A lot of red and blue in this one. Okay. Okay, plug in power. Can you hit play when you have a chance?
Yeah.
Okay, then plug this in. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Oh, can you turn the audio up a little bit?
Yeah, it's at 51. I'm gonna go to 100.
Okay,
It's now 100.
it's pretty good. And there's also adjustable volume. We'll see, maybe this isn't loud enough. Yeah, this is a little audio adjusting for volume.
Yeah, make it as loud as possible on here, and then on the computer you would lower it.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, this is pretty loud.
That's fine.
It's good. And I think the quality sounds better than when we used, the amplifier was a little, it sounded a little noisy. This is really clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. Yeah, try both options. Okay, also I want to try, can you pause it, the music, please? Yeah, now there's like no hiss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a little bit of noise, but a lot less. So that's really nice. Okay, so good. We got everything pretty much working. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to perform surgery on this. And I got 2 of these. I've learned my lesson. Always have 2. We're going to cut this and solder it to the micro USB breakout so that when you plug in the micro USB, it does power and data and powers this little adapter as well as the amplifier. So, yow! And then just take the sheathing off. Okay, and then you've got 4 wires. That's normal. Power and ground, that's red and black. And these aren't too skinny. I mean, I've seen much more annoying USB cables. These I think will be just fine. And then data plus and data minus. I can never remember whether white is data plus or green is data plus. I'll look that up. Okay, so put this in the vise and we'll just tin these and then we'll just solder it up. Oh, hey, it's a cat. Hey, cat. He's totally going to jump up on the table because he's kind of a jerk. Yeah. Okay, so tin red, black, white, green. Then we'll do the power lines first, then I'll look up which ones are the data line colors. So, okay, goes this way. So first up we'll do red for 5 volt. Then do black ground. And then if you're like me, you look up which one is D minus and D plus because you can never remember. USB data green. Good. Other people have been searching for this as well because they don't know. Peanuts.ru, my favorite communist pinout site. D minus is white. Okay, so that's pretty easy. And that means D plus is green. So I'll get that in there. Okay. And we'll do another test. We'll just box this whole thing up. And we'll jam out. Okay. Looking good. Okay, so it's a little bit of a monstrosity, but basically we can just plug this in like this. Nothing is shorting. Although I'm going to bend this 5 volt line out of the way. Okay, so now in theory we should be able to plug this into the noodle cable. Is the audio still playing? Oh, if not, do you mind pressing play? Okay, then plug in the speaker. Okay, so pretty good. Yay! Look at beginner soldering project.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put away a bunch of these things. And now we're just gonna reassemble it. That's pretty much it. So far, so good. This is the NeXT speaker you've always wanted. Are you happy?
Happier.
You're happier. Okay, good. It's the best I can do. Okay, so I'm plugging this, and then we'll plug it in, of course, last. So we'll reassemble this by putting, get rid of this iPad. So yeah, we're gonna pass this noodle cable through. Yeah, the best slot is definitely this slot. Has the most space. And then this captive hex goes back in. Hey, cat. And then some pliers. You know, it'll look pretty normal. I mean, unless you're looking at where the wire's coming in, you won't really notice. Yeah. Okay, and then this will plug into a little joyful party here. And then I guess we could tape this to the side. Oh, you know, we should probably tape it like that. That'll be good. Gaff tape is the correct solution. Always. Except when it isn't. Okay. The cat approves of gaff tape. So let's pull this wire out. Gaff tape the USB thing down first. Oh yeah, see the cat is starting to invade. Watch out.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Live cat on workbench. All right.
Cat.
Hey, watch that. Come on, man.
Oh dude, come on. What?
Uh,
Well, at least he's out of here.
yeah.
Cat crossing. Beep beep. Okay, and then another piece of gaff tape. Yeah, it's a little bit messy, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna close it up. Okay. Especially to keep the power lines from touching the metal box, because usually you have plastic speakers. Okay. And then we're just gonna keep on with this system here. We're gonna plug this right in. Might come loose, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, did you want the electric mic? Are you gonna use this for? You don't really use the electric mic for anything, do you?
No.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna plug it back in. If you decide you wanted to turn this into like your it's like 1950 speakerphone, you know, we could do that.
Hello, I need a whiskey. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, I need a whiskey.
That's pretty much what 1950 speakerphones were used for.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is not. When I took this out, I didn't put this in quite straight. This actually hooks. Oh, these hook underneath. Okay, now it's in straight. I was like, why is this not level? Now it's level. I kind of like this rubber, this like gigantic rubber band for holding the speaker in place. Very cute. Okay. So.
Yeah, someone had to argue for that.
I mean, it's a little. I mean, they didn't just mount it on; they used a rubber band. I mean, maybe there's some audio reason. Maybe they didn't want maybe they wanted it so that this doesn't, when the speaker's going, it doesn't vibrate the box. I don't know. Okay. And then before I really, really close it up, I'm going to do one more test, of course, because once you close it up completely, I have to push a couple things in place. So, plug it in. Can you play? You might have to pause and then replay because it was unplugged and it probably switched speakers. No. Oh my goodness. Maybe something came loose while see, this is why it's important to do a test. Okay, hold on. What did I miss? Almost put it together and then was sad. That won't do. This looks like it.
The only recent thing you did is you plugged in the electric mic, right? Unplug that.
I don't see how that could.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Oh no, the cat's back. He thinks he's helping. I don't see anything different.
It doesn't. By the way, it's not showing up before as a USB speaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Uh-oh.
Maybe plug it and plug it back in. Right now it's only showing the monitor speaker. It's not showing.
Yeah. I wonder if when I pressed it in, I messed up the power data. Oh wait. You know what? I think when I taped this down, I was it might have, maybe I squished some pins around. No, they look fine. However, I will start from where it last worked.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a git commit rebase, or it's our git
What's weird is it's not
rebase,
showing the-
reset hard.
There's not a speaker on here now.
Well, I unplugged it because I was tearing this apart. My wonderful taping This still has power ground data. There's no looking for a bridge. I did not see any bridging. So that's good. What about now? Definitely see the green LED.
It's back.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go to iTunes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's working again. I think maybe I squished a couple parts around. Which actually, you know what? I should see how this fits before I fit this in. So I definitely actually want this to be over here. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to, oh, can you press pause for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to unplug. I'm going to actually fit this on the side here. Oh yeah, that's what I should have done. And then this can just float in place. This is, I think this is wiser.
A special edition here of this cam.
When cats attack?
Hey, look, there's Cat.
Cat cam? I know, he's kind of
He just hangs out here.
he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, this is cat engineering.
Cats of engineering.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to use some double-sided tape. Yeah, he's a jerk. Maybe this double-sided tape will work. Oh, you know what? Double-sided tape is maybe the right solution.
Here's a cat.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad that we have cat cam. Okay. All right, I'm going to try this again. Never give up. Never give in. Oh, you know what's really cool? There's like a little NeXT logo in the solder mask. Okay, plug this back in. Maybe second time is a charm.
He's just focused on it.
Is he getting more views than me?
Yeah, there's more viewers than ever.
I hate you, cat cam. Okay. Can you I think I heard a click, so I think it's working this time. Can you press play? Okay. Okay, we can leave this on while I put this together. All right. We could have this always playing music when we're doing Desk 88. That would be kind of a nice little jam. Okay, put this together. This is it. Wow, it's pretty loud. Can you turn it down a little bit? I'm gonna put the little rubber feet on. Okay. Well, now Tom's music is coming out of this lovely vintage upgraded NeXT. All right, that's it. You asked me to do this like a year ago, and we finally did it.
I'll get this off the cat.
What?
This has been on the cat.
No, I mean you could just. People are gonna like you negative hearts. You know, like we wanted more cat.
Okay, this project's completed.
This project is completed. Yeah, so this is pretty nice. Hold on, let me just toss out these little wire bits. So We took apart this NeXT speaker. We USB-ified it. There's a black USB cable, which I think counts for a little bit. And now you just plug it in, and it's a nice little speaker. You know what? Like, I would totally have this on my desk. And I think the Class D mono amp really helps. Like, it was way like more staticky sounding.
Yeah.
I don't know the audio file. I expect you to use this though, because like this is.
Maybe like this.
I mean, like I put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah.
But you know, another thing is, you know, if we wanted to add the microphone, we don't really use a microphone though. Usually, if you do microphone stuff, we use a headset. But yeah, it just shows up with the speaker, and I know it's Linux compatible, so if you want, you can hook this up to your Raspberry Pi.
I'm totally gonna go plug this in downstairs and then watch this video that we just recorded live, and then I'm gonna listen to it through that speaker.
You're gonna listen to this video that we're doing through the speaker.
That's right.
Okay, is there anything else you want out of this NeXT speaker? This sound.
No, I mean,
sound
we need
box.
to build another one
Why?
because for the office.
Oh, you want one for your office computer as well? Yeah. Well, if you have a second one, I'll just redo it. I don't think we need to broadcast it live. We'll just follow the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of nice. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like closing the box really made a big difference in the sound quality, not just the sound volume, which of course is going to be louder because the audio is now only coming out this way instead of like bouncing around the room. But actually, I think it sounds better too. Maybe it's just because it's coming out of a black speaker box. Hey, well, that's a Decibel 88.
Okay, that's it.
This is Tom's music. Check it out on SoundCloud. This is Frequency, our album, which we're allowed to play on YouTube without YouTube getting angry.
Well, they're going to complain, but it's ours. So.
But it's ours. Yeah, it sounds too good. And then maybe back to Cat Cam. Oh, he likes it.
I'm just going to leave it until he moves.
That's a good cat. That's a good cat. Yeah. Yeah. There's some good cat lighting.
Let's see how long.
He's just stupid. He's just like, I don't understand what you guys are laughing at.
Let's do this until it's over.
Oh yeah, I have nowhere to go. I mean, like, this is all I was doing tonight.
Hey, dude.
He's just settling in.
They're all right. All right.
He's out, and we're out.
And that's Decibel 88, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.